Probably only 5% of the time you are driving in those conditions, and they're always variable. Might be a little bit more rain, a little bit less rain, whereas when it's dry, it's always pretty similar. So you've got to be on your toes, you've got to be very dynamic and adaptable in those wet conditions. In Formula One, we talk about the ambient temperature, but also the track temperature quite a lot. So firstly, with the track temperature, that has a drastic effect on the tyres. So if you're driving on a surface that's nice and cool, the tyres are effectively almost cooling down every time you go down the straight. Whereas if that circuit is roasting hot, you're basically driving on top of a saucepan almost, and that's heating the tyres. It doesn't offer you as much grip. If it's day or night, so the night races, the track temperature is always lower for those obvious reasons. But also the colour of the tarmac, you may visibly see some tracks are a bit greyer versus some circuits that are very black tarmacs, and that obviously attracts the heat and gives you a hotter temperature, which makes it always a bit trickier for the tyres. So track temperature directly related to the tyres, but then ambient temperature has an effect on many things. Firstly, the driver, you're getting pretty hot and toasty in the car, engine, fuel, brakes, everything is just struggling a bit more. The main differences between driving in the dry and driving in the wet, firstly is just the visibility and rain and water being on the track, which makes it incredibly slippery. It's very easy in the wet conditions to make a mistake. The perfect weather conditions don't exist for a driver. Whatever we are fastest in on the day are the perfect conditions, and I think sometimes that's in wet conditions. Sometimes everything's working well when it's hot and sunny, or dry and cold and a bit misty. So it's only perfect when you're winning.